Alright, this video was requested by someone and they wanted to see a close-up of my teeth and how I put my rubber bands on. So I'm going to oblige and do that. I just got home, so uh, little, it's a little rough around the edges. Been out all day. But so here we go. This is going to be close-up of my teeth. See, I don't have my rubber bands in, so I can open my mouth. And this is how they look from the side. So the next part is my rubber bands. So these are the rubber bands that I was given by my orthodontist. They're Fox rubber bands, and it's quarter inch rubber bands. I don't know what that means, but that's the size in case they're not always called Foxes, which is really cute. So just to start out, what I was given were a bunch of rubber bands. You're definitely not going to be able to see these, but they look like this. You can kind of see that a little bit. So they're tiny rubber bands like that. And what my orthodontist also gave me was this nifty little tool. You can see it's got like a little grabber end here and a little hook end. I never use the hook end. It doesn't really work very well. It takes a lot of practice to do this. The first time I got my rubber bands put on and was able to take them off, I couldn't do it by myself, and I took the ones off in the very back and couldn't put it back on. So if you have a nice orthodontist, they might let you use one of their fancy tools. So this is what they use for your braces when they're putting on your colored rubber bands on your brackets. And how it works is this part here, you push down the handle and it releases. So you can kind of grab it like a little needle nose pliers. And then what you do is you grab a rubber band and you take it and you put it in there just a little bit. Click it twice so you can see now that it's on the second to last hole. So once I push this down and release it, it will let go of the rubber band. So I use this to put on my rubber bands that are really far in the back. And it's kind of a real pain in the ass. And I've asked my orthodontist if I could just leave them in. So I usually just leave them in because I can still open my mouth that much. Sometimes they come off and I have to put them back on. But I'll try to show you what they look like. Let's see. You can see all the way back there. They're hooked just straight up and down. They're in the back, and they're, in case you don't know the numbering system for your teeth, your front teeth here are your number one tooth. So that starts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should go up to 7, unless you're missing some teeth. So those ones in the back are hooked from 6 to 6. So they just go straight up and down on my second to the last molar in the back. And I'm not going to show you how I put those on because it's hard even doing it when I'm not trying to film myself doing it. So I'll show you how I put the other rubber bands on, which is a lot easier. So what I do is, oh, this is so hard because it's like backwards, but these ones go in these kind of hooks right here. You can see where my fingernail is. And so what I do is I hook it like that, and then I hook it down to the bottom here. So these are hooks that were already on my braces before I had my surgery. There's been a couple of extra hooks that have been added. I have some in the front and some right up here in the very, very front. So what I do is I put that on first, and just to make it easier, I usually put the other one on at the same time. I'm usually a lot better at this when I don't have to try to look in a reverse mirror. So the next part is I take this little tool and I use this little end here It's like a little wrench. And that fits right into your rubber band. So I take one side of the rubber band and pull it back. So now you can see it's hooked up on the top. And I take the next part and I put it back. This one has a hook on the bottom, and I missed it. So basically take this and pull it back, and then it'll hook onto, there's a hook that is right up here. So let's see if I can get it. If not, you'll just have to imagine. As you can see, this isn't easy. It's not the easiest thing to do. Anyway, I can't do it. I tried. So I use this little tool. Once I have it hooked up and down, it's a lot easier because your rubber band's not flopping all around. I take this tool and I move it into place. I would do the same thing on this side. Take the rubber band and I would just move it back. I do the top one and then I do the bottom one. So these actually make little squares. They go from 3 to 4 to 4 to 3. So it makes a little box. And that's how I do my rubber bands. So if you have any more questions about that, I can try to show you again. But it's really hard, and I'm just filming this with my computer, with my eyesight from my iMac, and it makes the image that I see reversed. So not very good at doing everything backwards. So hopefully that was helpful. I go to the orthodontist and the oral surgeon tomorrow, so I should have another video later this week telling you what's going on, and hopefully I'll be eating lots of good Thanksgiving food like turkey and pie. So hopefully this is what you wanted to see, and just let me know if you have any requests. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.